Hi, everybody. Elle Ingalls here, and I have one of my most amazing colleagues, friends, accountability partners, Leila Veronica. We've done shows over the years together, but you might be new to us. And Leila is launching something brand new. We were talking, I said, I want people to know about what you do because of how you've changed my life. So, Leila, welcome.
Thank you, Al. I love you so much. Appreciate the work you're doing in the world, too. I must give her a little bit of props and say, hey, without Elle Ingalls, I wouldn't be so calm and pressure-free, and I wouldn't have been able to create so much in the world. So thank you.
You're so welcome. So before we dive into what you do, I want people to really know what this whole thing is about. You have a lot of expertise in a lot of areas. You're one of those Uber chicks, like you got a lot. And you focused on both business coaching and body coaching. And the thing I really learned from you is, and it's been drilled into me from other places too, it's like, we got to take care of this in order to do our business, right? We've got to take care of this. And we get all these signals about how to take care of it, but there is nothing that I have done, and I've done a lot, and you know that, nothing that I have done that has been so profound is what you have taught me. And that's because I had pain in certain parts of my body that, for a variety of reasons, right, that a lot of people suffer from. Back pain, hip pain, especially my right side, and my right foot, which have been injured a lot. And thanks to you, I never have back pain anymore. Occasionally I might have some tightness in my hips, but now I know exactly what to do. And with my foot, if I do sort of start to re-injure it or whatever, I know how to rehab it right away. I know how to massage it correctly. Like, you've taught me so much. And to be out of that pain just allows a person to do so much more. So share with us what you're doing these days, because I find it, I'm going to be in it. Whatever you do, I'm going to be in it. So tell me about it.
Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Elle. And I want to say, first of all, I love what you said right at the end. You said, and I've been able to do so much more.
Yes.
Those are my people. Number one, I love working with people who want to do more in their life, in the world. Like, if you're a status quo kind of person who wants to sit in a recliner and watch CNN all day, you ain't my person. You can chill, do your thing, chicken wing. You're good. But if you want to know what I'm up to, I love the people in the world. Most of my people are like the helper types, the big bleeding hearts, lovers of humanity. I used to teach environmental policy. I did environmental work for 15 years. And then I got into the yoga world and the business world. And, what I know is that there's a lot of beautiful souls out there who have a lot to offer the world, but don't feel good. And so they're not creating the value in the world. They're not doing more, right? They can't because they don't feel good. They're tired. They're in pain, right? And so when the body feels good, just like when we're in our youth, okay, we just can do more. And when we have youth feeling with wisdom of years, ooh, doggy, that is an example of Elle Ingalls. And so I know that right now, the conflict in the world is at a high level. The rhetoric has been stressful. The fear mongering is a whole new level, and people don't feel good. With the shutdown and all the things, there's just things that bringing people down. And so what I am offering is 6 weeks, 42 days to come together in the mornings. And we move for about 7 to 10 minutes. It's not a lot, because I know that leaders like you, Elle, and everybody else that you're connected to, you don't got like hours in the day to exercise. It's not your thing. You're not into yoga studios, maybe. You're not into going to the gym. You don't want to like run for 2 hours and swim in the ocean and I don't know, all the things. You're like, I need to move and feel good. Like Elle said, if my hip hurts, I know how to fix it. I guarantee she does that in 10 minutes or less. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
That's true. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. So what I teach is for 42 days, it's called the Feel Good Rebellion. Why? I believe right now it's actually like Elle Ingalls here, her and I, practicing continuously. I've learned so much from her about feeling good. I'll bring that into this Feel Good Rebellion, but you got to be a rebel with a cause. You got to love yourself enough Believe that you deserve to feel good. I learned from Elle Ingalls, you deserve a beautiful life. And I am stepping up my own game. It's not easy for me to show up for 42 days. I've done it many times in my life. Every time I have, there's been transformation. There's science, there's biblical text around 40 days, 40 nights, you know? So if we come together and choose, just make a choice to feel good through body movement, I'm going to reprogram the body to a more open, feel good state. We're going to talk about how to not have stress hormones in the body, which take you out, period. And then we're going to talk about how to move through life, and we're going to practice together in a way where you feel good, like Elle, you don't have pain and you have lots of energy. So it's a 6-week journey where I take people through super simple movements where we meet each day. And if somebody can't meet, they can still do it. But it's a self-love journey. I love that. Yeah, I mean, like, I double dog dare you to believe you deserve to feel good for 42 days in a row. You know, I'm not attached to who steps in, but I know whoever steps in, that group, that person, totally different life on the other end. So that's what I'm doing. It's called Riverstone Movement, because I believe that if you just move your body with the flow of life, the life will flow through you and your body more easily. So Riverstone Movement is how that's how it got the name.
So cool. I love it so much. And, you know, over the years since I've known you, people will hear me say, like, oh, I work with this personal body coach. Well, this is the personal body coach right here. And, you know, this is going to be a group format that you're doing, but you work with people personally too. And you have people have incredible breakthroughs, just incredible breakthroughs when they start to love their bodies, care about their bodies. We talk about self-care all the time, but you know what? This is different. What you do is different because you actually deeply feel it. It's not like getting the stuff done on the outside. It's about the inside. And that's one thing that was just transformative for me is understanding the way that you understand the body. And I teach it to my clients. I show my clients what's really going on here. And it leaves just so much pain and so much discomfort because we can't plan the future if we're stuck. We can't do that. And if we hurt, our nervous system all day long is consumed with stuff that's not relevant to what we're trying to make in the world. So yes. That's what you do. It's so cool, Leila.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. People talk about presence, people talk about alignment, you know, high performance, all of that. And it's a big part of energy feeling good. You know, that's really what it all is. It's the self. We all know it, but we don't live it. And so it's like we have to understand the path is self first, everything else reflection of. So if there's a problem in the life, I always say, what's going on in the body? Let's check in, tune in, align it, fix it, make it not hurt or whatever. And then I bet you the body or the life thing will fix itself.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing I want to leave on another note because I talked about hip pain, but also how you look. So I purposefully wore a shirt like this. Like I turned 60 next week, and I wouldn't like what Leila has taught me has gotten me up and open, and this is so much better. And you combine it with pressure free, and your voice is better. Like your tone of voice. This whole area of your body is not like, I'll try to do it. I can't even do it anymore. Like, you know what I'm talking about? All pinched and like the tendons all coming out. There's reasons for that. There are reasons why your beautiful neck turns into that. And I just love helping people with that. And Leila is just so good at starting from the core, like figuring out the inside of you to get all of this just beautiful and flowing. So it's not like I look like I'm 10, okay? But it's just pretty amazing to have this part of my body just looking pretty good most of the time. Softer, much softer. Yeah, yeah.
The heart place, less tension, less, you know, emotionally what that is too. It'll open up the possibility to share more of that heart, and not be so, we know anybody who's guarded, and I've been that way a lot.
Me too. Me too.
So guarded versus share more love. And many women want to share more love, but it's hard. So what if you could just practice with the body opening first and not have to like try so hard? That's the intention, is to be it.
Question 2. Is this just for women, or is this women and men, or anybody?
This is universal, unless you're from a like Aboriginal tribal culture, because they're pretty much already in it.
Got it.
They could teach me a few things about presence and posture and stuff, because they actually have better than what we do. But any sort of modern day society, the tendency is closing off, leaning forward as we age, back body weakens, front body tightens.
Right.
So what I teach is how to get everything back into a dynamic alignment that's more primal, back to where you were like a child, and bouncy and open and lively. And that's, you'll see Elle Ingalls, if you see her in person walk around, she looks like a 12-year-old. She's like, woo-hoo-hoo! Like, and I'm like, oh my God, I love her. Her and I together, out of control. We're like honey to bees. But yeah, so men, women, men need this. What I would say, their body structure is different. Everything's different. They're not as flexible. They don't have as much estrogen, so they're not going to be as flexible. So there's certain things that the man's body, the rotation of joints is different, but the overall format of the human body is the same in terms of what's more open and dynamic and youthful.
Yeah.
What's more closed and guarded, right? And aging.
Yeah. I have to just share. We were at the retreat, and we had two sides of windows on a corner for the room where we were coaching. You could look out. People walk in Pentwater a lot, and every time someone walked, I would stop our session. I go, okay, let's look, let's see. And it was like 1 out of 15 people actually had their head up. Their heads were over. Their shoulders were over. Even runners, they're running with their heads down, and yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really interesting. So, well, I'm just so blessed that you're in my life. I'm so blessed that you taught me what you taught me, and we got to be in person too, where you actually like manipulate me.
Okay, if anybody wants to get there, that's the thing. I do, private 2-day experiences where you come out here and I get to get my hands on you. If I can get my hands on you, you will know your body in a whole new way. It will change your life.
Really true.
It would be okay if I share a little, just like a short story.
Sure.
Oh, I had a client here recently, like last week, and she was here for 2 days. I took her to the hot springs, gave her a hand and foot massage, and she goes, I don't know if I can leave Colorado, like just because of this. I need more of this. I was like, yeah, girl. So if you learn how to massage, self-massage, it's a super powerful nervous system and body retraining system.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. There's even neuroscience behind it to what it does to your brain too. It's really pretty cool. Well, Leela, thank you so much for sharing. And wherever you are seeing this, there's going to be a link somewhere. I'm going to put a link on my page and everywhere that I'm sharing this, so you can find out more about what she's up to. And I really encourage you to just pop in. It will be so worth it. You will learn so much in those little. And again, we're people who do a lot during our day. Don't even call myself busy. But this is worth taking time to do 7 to 10 minutes a day. So you've got 7 to 10 minutes a day to really deeply care about your body. You deserve to have a healthy, beautiful body. And this is one of the fastest ways that you can hit the reset button on that. Just like pressure free is the reset button for your mind. This is pressure free for the body, really. This is hitting the reset button for your body. So thank you, Leela. And I can't wait.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, I got to find the button.